Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys the August 2019 Twin Flame reading. And so this reading is for specifically people that are on the Twin Flame journey. Now anybody can say you're a Twin Flame, you're my Twin Flame, I have a Twin Flame. Maybe some of us do have that, maybe some of us don't. So it is up to the viewer to take the messages that resonate with you. But I will share with you my intent for the reading. It is not intended for people that are stalking other people or obsessed on another person that you've never spoken to, maybe even never met in person, or somebody that has just gone out of their way to tell you, I do not feel the same about you whatsoever. Please move on. So the thing is, I'm really not just keen on that kind of an energy. That kind of energy to me is very toxic, not only for you, but also for the other person to be exposed to. So I just wanted to set that boundary out there that that is not what this reading is going to be tapping into, those types of energies. There is some sort of, or has been at one time or another, a mutual connection between you and another person. So anyways, just wanted to put that out there. I am going to be using a bunch of different decks here today. A lot of them are new, so I'm really excited to introduce them to you. They are created by independent people like myself, and so I'll put everything in the description box below as to where you guys can get their cards, and as I shuffle each deck, I'll tell you guys what it is. And I'm also tapping into the energy of Twin Flame by using these beautiful Organites by my friends at Wing and Bell. So the Wing and Bell is comprised of two different people, both my friends. This particular Organite here, it's a Twin Flame Star, was created by Sherry from Wing and Bell, so it's a different site, but it's the same Instagram. And this Organite here is the Twin Flame Pyramid Organite. And it doesn't really show up that well on camera, so I definitely will put their Instagram down below, but this was created by Michele, and so two different creators making very beautiful pieces, but they have their own independent thing going on, so I just want to let you guys know that, but I'll put them in down below. So let's go ahead and get started with this reading. I'm really excited. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because there's all these just amazing energies that are just around right now. It's fresh energy going into August, or if it's just I got a lot of new decks here that I'm really excited to play with. So let's see what comes through. The very first thing that we're going to focus on here, you guys, is we're going to focus on the masculine in the connection. Now, masculine can be a female or male. It's just an energy that we're talking about. I do definitely connections for people that are in same-sex relationships. So some readers don't, aren't into that. They don't feel that twin flames are same-sex. I am not one of those readers. I believe that energy is energy. It's not about sex. So, again, take what resonates with you guys. You could be the masculine, you could be the feminine, however you're feeling about this reading. So we're going to first tap into this new deck that I have. It is a tarot deck that was created by a gal, and her name is Cynthia Harrison, and she is Cherub's Thunder. And so this is the deck here that she's created, and it's called Tarot for the Soul and Love. It's a beautiful deck. These are the backs of the cards here. And I'm going to go ahead and combine these with my Twin Flame Messages Volume 2. So any of the decks that I created, you guys can find them on Etsy. And if you're international, though, you'll have to email me and I'll send you a special link to order them, okay? So I wanted to focus masculine energies. We're going to break it down in 4 different categories. 4 different categories. We're going to break it down. So this is just going to kind of be more in general, but we might be picking up on with this Twin Flame Messages Volume 2 on what masculine might be thinking in his headspace that could be connected to the feminine, okay? So we're just going to put these right here. What's happening for the masculine in the mental space right now? We have the Justice card. And we have, I can't give up on my responsibilities right now. So in the mental space, and this really cool thing about this deck is it has an archangel, and it also has the astrological, the planetary influence, which would be Venus. So Venus, Justice is ruled by the sign of Libra, so that could be significant for some of you out there, but it does say cause and effect, balance, and objectivity. So this particular deck shows that cause and effect, karma, justice, number 11 here. I can't give up on my responsibilities right now. What this tells me is that the masculine, if that's you or the person that you're dealing with, this to me is telling me that the masculine at this time has something that's hanging in the balance. It could be a karmic connection, a karmic tie, a karmic lesson. It does not have to be another person. It could just be a karmic lesson that is at hand. There's some sort of karma that is, being balanced currently when it comes to the masculine. So that's why the masculine is in that headspace of, I can't give up on my responsibilities right now. The masculine knows that he has certain responsibilities, that he has certain things that he needs to tie up. So if you're masculine and you are in some sort of separation or challenge at the moment, it's because he's got other things that he's trying to tie up. I can see that my camera seems to be a little off balance here, you guys, so I apologize if it seems lopsided to you. But yeah, that's what we have going on here, trying to balance things, trying to work out the responsibilities. And I do say he for the masculine and she for the feminine. It's just the way I channel. But yeah, so he can't give up on his responsibilities right now. He's got something that he's got to tend to, something that's hanging in the balance. That's just what's going on right now, okay? So let's take a look and see what's going on in the emotions for the masculine. We have the Queen of Swords, and this is an energy that says honesty, witty, and generous. So the Queen of Swords can be an air sign individual, and it's actually Libra specific. So there is a significant energy surrounding Libra coming up for some reason. Now, that doesn't mean if you don't know Libra or you're not a Libra or there's not a Libra involved that it can't be the message for you. I just am noting there's a specific energy of Libra. So let's get the energy here. I still remember the good times we shared. So this is the thing. This could be significant in regards to you, Divine Feminine, if you're watching this video and you're resonating with this. This could be that the masculine is thinking of the good times that you and him shared. So the Queen of Swords, he's remembering your honesty, your integrity, your wittiness, your generosity. So he's thinking of you. And the thing is, he's really feeling, he's emotionally moved by these memories. He's emotionally moved by these good times that you guys shared. So there's something going on there in his heart space, still remembering the good times. Now the thing is, it could be that you and him, when you guys were experiencing these good times, maybe something happened and maybe you became the Queen of Swords. Sometimes the Queen of Swords, Queen of air energy, can be somebody who has gotten a little hardened because of the experiences that have transpired. Sometimes the Queen of Swords can be a little bit abrupt, defensive, needing to put her guard up because she's been hurt before, so she needs to put that guard up. So it may be that they're feeling that you're in a Queen of Swords energy, but they are remembering the good times that you shared, even though maybe there's not communication or things have gone awry between the two of you. Let's take a look now and see what the physical space energy is. Okay, so we have Judgment. Archangel Jeremiel, I think that's what it says, Pluto. Okay, so this is an energy here of Scorpio. Okay, Pluto is ran by, or Scorpio is influenced by the planet Pluto, so there could be a Scorpio energy as well. But we have Judgment, pause and review, absolution. When I see the Justice card and Judgment in the same reading, these are very much cards of karma, okay? So it really does showcase to me that the masculine right now is going through some sort of transformation. Possibly that's going to affect his actual physical world, okay? So he's going through some sort of physical world. And what I just picked up on as well, you guys, is that Queen of Swords may not be you. It could be, but it could also be another person that's in their space right now, and they're trying to figure out what to do about this situation with them. That's why we have this big question mark. There could be a karmic connection that some of the masculines have with a karmic partner, and they're trying to figure out what to do about this situation. Sometimes the Queen of Swords can be hard to deal with. This is somebody who you're afraid of the Queen of Swords. You're afraid that if you make a move or do this or do that, she's going to cut you. So this could technically be another person outside of the situation. I am still trying to find myself. Exactly. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm still trying to figure out what to do about this situation or this connection or this karmic contract or this lesson that I'm currently tied up in. Remember, justice, cause and effect. So what I do is going to have a huge effect on my future. So I feel like the masculine is very much in a heavy energy of trying to figure out what to do, either with his life in general up to this point or with a particular karmic partner or lesson. But it's a major, major thing with the Justice and the Judgment now coming up. Major energy. So what's going on in the soul energy? Soul energy of the masculine. See? Death. Scorpio's energy. Okay? Scorpio's energy here, it says ending, transformation, and change. So this is definitely Scorpio. And it doesn't mean like there's just 2 cards that say Scorpio and there's also 2 cards that say Libra. That could be significant for some of you watching the video. But yeah, this is definitely a transformative energy. Definitely an energy of change. So he's going through a major transformation on a soul level. Major death and rebirth. Major Tower energy is what I'm also picking up on. Okay? Major. A lot of signs are pointing to you. So what I'm getting here is that whatever has happened here in the masculine's life, the signs are now pointing to you, Divine Feminine. That's what I'm seeing here. So now things that are starting to crumble. Maybe some of the masculines have gone on into other connections or relationships, or they've just gone on search for or in search of something to find themselves. Whatever it is, because we do have, I'm still trying to find myself. The masculine may have already done this, and so now that things are starting to either A, crumble or transform, now the masculine is starting to see that a lot of signs are pointing to you, as in, you know, should I have left this person if there was an abandoning or a ghosting or whatever the situation may be. Now that things are over, said and done, a lot of signs now are pointing back to you, Divine Feminine. So this masculine has had to go through this very transformative time in order to get to where he's at today. So this is very necessary for the masculine to change. It's very necessary for him to have to go through this as a part of his soul development and growth. He had to come to his own conclusions on this, is what I'm seeing here. All right, so let's now go ahead and switch gears, and we're going to go into the feminine's energy. So we're just going to go ahead and switch decks. We're going to keep this same deck here, but we are going to go into my Twin Flame Messages original for the feminine. So what are the energies of the feminine at this present time? Mental energies currently. We have the Two of Swords. The energy of the moon, it shows. Okay, so the moon can be connected to Pisces. It can be connected to a Cancer. Doesn't have to be, though. But the Two of Swords really is air energy. So it says avoidance, stalemate, and decisions. So it could be that right now the feminine is not sure on how to move forward or how to make a decision. I've looked you up online to see what you've been up to. So the feminine could definitely be looking the masculine up online. She could be reviewing certain texts, certain messages that were exchanged between the two of them. She could be looking up other people that are connected to the masculine to try to get information on the masculine. But it's causing her some confusion. It's causing her to, you know, maybe just be in that state of being stuck. This could also be blocking the feminine at this time by engaging in this. Meaning that sometimes it's not always a good thing to look things up online and to check people out on social media. Why would that be? Because sometimes social media is just a facade. And so it's not always good to rely on that information as fact. So if some of the feminines out there, if you're watching, this could be definitely something that's blocking you at this point, is by looking up things on social media. It could be deterring you on your present journey. Let's go ahead and take a look now at the emotions. Okay, so we have burden, Saturn. Okay, so Saturn is Capricorn energy, but it says 10 of Wands, which is fire, burdens, struggles, overextending. So yeah, anytime that we're feeling the 10 of Wands energy, it's heavy. So this is now the emotions of the feminine, a heavy emotional energy. I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. So it could be that the feminine is thinking about her own actions in the connection. Maybe she's feeling like I should have done this or I should have done that. Or maybe she's even thinking about how she wishes that the masculine could have just been more honest with her. Had he just been more honest with her about how he was feeling, maybe they could have worked things out. So there could be some regret going on here, but it's a burden for the feminine to feel this way. It's a burden for the feminine to stay stuck in old energy. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda. It doesn't serve anybody to be in that energy. We can really cause ourselves to be stuck. in a stalemate with that kind of energy. So I definitely see that the feminine might be burdened at this time with certain thoughts and certain feelings that she's having about the past. Okay? Let's take a look at and see what's going on in the physical world. Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups to me as a reader is Pisces specific. Okay, that's just me. So again, we already did have the energy of possible Pisces coming through, so that could be significant. But we have the Page of Cups is love, news, and hopeless romantic. So this is in the physical space. Maybe the feminine is hoping for a message. Maybe the feminine is thinking about reaching out. You are an angel. Okay, so maybe she's thinking about something that was said to her, past tense maybe, or maybe she's hoping that her masculine is going to bring her this energy. Maybe he said this to her once upon a time, you are an angel. Maybe she's picking up on this energy, that the masculine is feeling her in a positive sense again. You know, so she's picking up on this news. She's picking up on this energy that maybe the masculine is feeling her energy again. So that whatever this is, it's hopeless romantic. And it doesn't mean hopeless as in it's a hopeless situation or it will never happen, but she might be in that wishing kind of thinking, you know, kind of hoping for this to happen, hoping that this energy will come, praying to her guides and her angels for this message to come, this news to come to her. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. In the physical space, she might be feeling like she wants to reach out, or she's really hoping that her masculine will reach out. What about the soul energy? 10 of Swords, you guys. I just want to say that this deck is amazing. Seriously, it is absolutely amazing. I love the images that this person chose to put together, and I just love everything about it. Total props. But 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands in the same reading. This is an energy here, something that needs to kind of end and clear. There's some kind of an energy that needs to transform. And we can already see that the masculine is in that energy already of transformation. So maybe it's time for the feminine to let go of something. Let go of this regret. Let go of whatever this energy is that's burdening her about the masculine or even about the connection. So there's definitely some kind of energy here where she is feeling burdened. Now, it doesn't have to be about the masculine. This could be about anything. Because remember, we're really checking into general energies right now. We are going to go into specifics later. But yeah, there might just be some sort of an insight that she's trying to get some insight about a situation, but it's an end of a difficult situation. Something needs to end. I just have something else to do right now, so please try and understand. So it could be that she knows or feels, or this is something that her masculine has said to her, that he just has to do other things right now. And we can see in the masculine's energy that he does have something else that he's got going on right now that he's got to close. So it could be that instead of waiting on the masculine, instead of being in Mercury's energy, constantly thinking about communicating or waiting for this communication, instead it's best to just kind of let it go for now and just kind of focus and do her own thing for a while. So I feel like the feminine is kind of coming out of stuck energy, and rather than waiting for communication, waiting for this news to come, she's going to go ahead and kind of cycle out of that energy and just really focus more on her. At least that's what my hope is for the feminine, because this isn't the greatest energy for her to be in. Okay? So let's now take a look and see. What I also just got too is that there might be other things that the feminine just needs to do right now besides focus on her masculine. So whatever this cycle is, or whatever things you have to tend to in your life, it might be that it's a better idea to focus on those things rather than on this connection right now. I'm also getting that too. So the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to tap into the energies of the feminine and masculine and how they're feeling specifically towards each other. Now the thing is, we kind of just tapped into that energy, but it could be about other things. It doesn't have to be about each other. This is very specific. This is very specific on how your masculine is feeling towards the feminine and how the feminine's feeling towards the masculine and what they want, okay? What they truly want at the end of the day. So we're tapping into that energy now. So let's take a look. We are going to go into, we're going to use my Twin Flame Tarot for this, okay? And we're also going to introduce the Fire Witch Tarot's Unspoken Messages. Now what I have is I have like her Volume 1 and Volume 2 deck combined. So I made my own little fun deck with these messages from her. So she's got 2 decks. Unspoken Messages, and then the Volume 2. Okay? just for fun, when we tap into the physical, I have another deck from her that I'm going to tap into for some really cool energy. Okay. This is the energies of the mental space that we're going to be tapping into. So this is how the masculine is viewing the feminine at present, or just the mental energies that he has towards her at this time, and what he may want with this connection. So let's go ahead and get that energy. We have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a card of healing and recovery. It's definitely more of a withdrawn, calm energy. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look and see what we get here. Although we are physically apart. So the thing is, you and your masculine, this could be confirming that you guys are physically apart, okay? Spiritually, I can feel us together. So your masculine is telling you, feminine, if you're watching this, that even though you guys are physically apart, and even though he is going through his healing and recovering, he can still feel your energy, okay? He can still feel your energy. So he's still thinking about you even though you guys are not together. That's a confirmation, I feel. Let's take a look at the heart space. How does he feel at the end of the day? Well, we have the moon's energy. Now, the moon is coming up, and the moon already came through before as far as the energy was concerned, Pisces as well as Cancer. So, heavy energy there, but we have illusions. So when the moon is here, it's confusion. It's still trying to figure something out, trying to get through the darkness to get to the light, have some sort of illumination and understanding. So it could just be that the masculine is confused. These two messages wanted to come out. We have secretly in love and purposely ignoring you. Interesting. So the thing is, it's just an illusion. The way that your masculine is acting towards you, feminine, it's just an illusion. We have secretly in love, and we also have purposely ignoring you. So this masculine is really going out of his way not to make contact with you. So I really feel like I'm tapping into individuals in this reading that are not in contact. So I'm definitely going to label it separation, because I'm already feeling this energy. So your masculine, especially if he's a Pisces or a Cancer, purposely ignoring you, but secretly in love. So it's just an illusion. It's just a facade. It's just smoke and mirrors right now, which is what you're getting or what you're seeing. That's why it's very important not to look at social media, because you might not be getting an accurate picture as to what's really going on. So be careful. That's what I'm seeing. It's actually only going to hinder you, is what I'm seeing. So be careful with that. So that is the energy of the mental space as well as the emotions. The emotions of the masculine is that he's secretly in love, that he secretly loves you, but he's not telling you this. You know, he's not communicating this with you. It's an illusion. Now, of course, he's confused about how he feels as well, but the thing is, it's a secret. That the moon is also about, things that are hidden. So he's hiding this from you on purpose, Divine Feminines. Interesting, right? So now, just for fun, and this is not going to resonate with everybody, so just take it as it does. We are going to go into the physical energies with the masculine, as in sexual. So if there is no sex, or there was never any sex involved, disregard this message. But if there was, this is a special message for you. This right here is the Tarot of Sexual Magic. So we're going to get a card to represent the sexual energy that the masculine may be feeling towards the feminine right now, because they're not together. And the Four of Swords to me is someone who's laying in bed. So there could be definitely someone who's fantasizing about the other. So let's get the energy here. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is specifically a Virgo energy. And we have Between the Sheets. Now, this is from Fire Witch Tarot as well. It's a very unique deck. It's the only one that I'm aware of on the market that is significant to very sexy messages. So let's go ahead and there might be others, but I just don't know them. But Between the Sheets, look at how cute these cards are. Okay, what is the Between the Sheets message of the Knight of Pentacles? Ooh, we have coffee in the morning. You know what's really cool about this is that as soon as I saw the Knight of Pentacles, I was like, okay, this is kind of slow moving energy. It's very calm energy. It's not fast-paced energy. Now we have coffee in the morning. This is somebody that wants to enjoy your presence. It doesn't mean that this person isn't passionate about you. And but what I'm getting here is like, it's a little bit more slow and steady. Like they're not trying to rush. They're not trying to rush back into your life. They're not trying to rush to sleep with you only. What I'm getting here is, I mean, of course they might want to sleep with you, but it's not just about that. They actually want to enjoy your energy. They want to enjoy your presence. It's like they might be fantasizing or thinking about the long term with you, not just the short term, not just a quick thing, instant gratification. So to me, that's actually really stable. This is very stable physical energy. So what they want with you, I'm getting a commitment. I'm getting long term, as in I want to wake up with you in the mornings. That's not somebody who's just trying to tap it, right? So this is definitely very positive to me. So the masculine right now is really going through a transformative time. And even though it might take longer than you would like, I see that it's actually better for the two of you to be in a separation and to go through these certain lessons. So that way he's much more ready to commit than maybe he was before, right? So that's awesome, you guys. Okay, so I just wanted to use that particular deck and this one for that physical space. So let's go ahead now and go back, switch into these decks, which is the overall soul energy. What is the overall soul energy, or how may the masculine be feeling your energy on a soul level? We have the Wheel of Fortune. This can represent Sagittarius energy. And we have, I am financially unstable and don't want you to know. Interesting. So how he's feeling your energy here, we've got the wheel. The wheel is all about fortune. The wheel is all about karma. It's about cause and effect as well. It's about the decisions that we make or the way that we move forward. It's a turn of events that basically affect our lives. Right now, it may be that the masculine is down on his luck and he's trying to improve his financial situation, but he doesn't want you to know. He wants you to actually think that he's doing really, really well or better than he really is. So there's something to hide. This might be one of the reasons why he's not making an appearance in your life or not coming back at this time, because he's trying to improve his situation. So how he feels your energy, he might feel that he's not good enough for you. That's what I'm getting here. He might feel like he's not good enough for you and he doesn't want to come towards you or turn the wheel again in this connection until he's doing much better. That's what I'm seeing here. So this is definitely a Knight of Pentacles person, meaning that they're not trying to rush back into your life before they're not ready. They're not trying to make things happen because they know that they're not ready for this. They know they're not either ready for the commitment, or they just know that they're not stable enough to basically provide for you in the way that they want to. So to me, that's like a really great energy. Some of us might want to, know, or we might want to hear that our masculine is, can't wait to come back. But I definitely feel like this person's taking their time on purpose. They're taking time to heal. They're taking time to recover. They're doing things right is what I'm seeing here. But it doesn't take away from the fact that they still feel your energy and that they are secretly feeling something for you, but you're just not aware of it. They're purposely not telling you this. They're purposely not, conveying this to you. Wow. All right, you guys. So let's move on into the feminine's energy and just kind of see where she is at in regards to how she feels about her masculine mentally. Okay, so the Ten of Swords comes up for the feminine again. So this does tell me that the Ten of Swords that already came up for her is most likely about the masculine, because it may be that she is thinking about the pain. She's thinking about the painful ending. She's thinking about how she needs to move forward at this time and no longer hang on to, just waiting on the masculine. I'm awakened to the special connection. So, of course, the feminine is awakened that her and her masculine share a special connection. There's no doubt about it. But at the same time, it may be very painful for her to continuously focus on it or wait for it at this time. So what she wants to do is she wants to basically end whatever painful cycle they're in so she can move forward and experience more peace. That's what I'm seeing here. What in her heart space, the energy is very much alive. She may want to communicate. I did see this already for her. There is some sort of an expectation or wanting to bring forth communication. Oh, passion is strong and your vulnerability teaches me to be humble. So passion is strong, yes. Eight of Wands is energy surge. The passion is definitely there. The energy is there for the feminine, no doubt about it, right? But the vulnerability that she knows that the masculine has hesitation to come forward, to make contact, to take his time, it's actually humbling to her. So this to me, it's kind of like the masculine's energy balances her out. At the end of the day, it balances out her need to have this connection right now, to basically make it happen right now. It actually is balancing her out in a very positive way. I like that. Let's take a look at the physical space, physical sexual energy that the feminine may have towards her masculine. This is the one. We have the moon coming up now for a third time. So Pisces and Cancer energy. But this moon energy is fantasy. It is just, it can be 5D sexual energy, as in you guys are together in your dreams, in your meditation in 5D. It's just, it's very much alive there. Whew. It's very, very dreamy fantasy energy. We have naughty and nice. A lot of nice energy, but a lot of naughty thoughts too. So it's a little bit of both is what I'm seeing, feminines. It might be very passionate, it might be very romantic. It's a little bit of both is what I'm seeing here for you. Okay, so that looks really interesting. Let's take a look here at your soul energy connected to the masculine. We have the Knight of Swords, decisive action in a karmic situation. So you know that the masculine is in a karmic cycle right now. Again, a situation. It doesn't mean that it has to be a karmic partner. Your masculine's in a karmic situation and you're aware of it. And you know on a soul level that he needs to make some sort of decisive action. Okay. The Knight of Swords can represent Gemini specifically, but this is definitely, he needs to make some sort of action, cut it out, do it, and then communicate with you in order for the two of you to, be able to move forward in some sort of way. So I feel feminines, you're definitely allowing your masculine to take charge of his karmic situation, to take charge of whatever he needs to learn, the lesson that he needs to conquer at this time. You're leaving it up to the masculine. I feel like you're putting it back into his court on what he just needs to do ultimately. You're not trying to meddle in it. You're not trying to wait on it. You're just like, it is what it is. He needs to do what he needs to do. That's your energy. That's really, really great energy. I love it. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and move on into the next phase of this reading. Let's go into the twin flame journey. Okay, we're going to do this deck here, which is the Reclaim Your Power Oracle cards by Anthea Spark, and we're going to combine them with my deck here, which is the Twin Flame Oracle. So what's currently going on your twin flame journey? Current energy of the twin flame journey for the two of you. Oh, Tiggs sees a bird. You guys can hear him chirping in the background. All right, what's going on your twin flame journey currently? What's the current situation of the twin flame journey? Certain lessons, just certain things that are coming through. I know you guys can't see, but I've got the cards over here just kind of spread out. I just don't have enough room in this camera shot. Okay, we have masks. So again, somebody masking their feelings, somebody purposely not coming forward. We have a lot of moon energy that came in this reading, a lot of illusions. So things are not as they appear, you guys, which is why it's important not to fall for false things, such as social media posts. It's very difficult to gauge where somebody's at on social media. It's just best not to even engage in it. Try not to do it. But that's up to you guys. But yeah, anything that's hindering you. So there's things being masked right now. People are masking their feelings, their emotions. See, look at this, Lady of Trigger, dishonesty and neglect. So the thing is, there is definitely an energy here where people are masking how they feel. They're being dishonest about how they feel. They're neglecting you, but it's a mask. So any kind of an energy where somebody is not reaching out or somebody is rejecting or it's all a mask. Okay. And I'm not talking about somebody saying, I don't want to be with you. You're not what I want. I'm moving on with my life. Remember, I made the distinction before we started the reading. This is just somebody who is neglecting you at this point, meaning they're not able to show up for the connection or they're not contacting you. This right here is a mask. They're masking their pain. They're protecting themselves as well, is what I'm getting here. But it's a trick. There's something that's not honest. There's something that is very tricky about this situation. It might also be that they're hiding. Some people, it could be you, it could be your partner, is hiding something. You're hiding how you really feel, or you're hiding a situation that you don't want your person to find out about, because if they found out about it, maybe they would feel differently about you. I mean, there's all kinds of things that could come through with that. So we're learning. We have winter. And we have Queen of Fire, passion. So this Queen of Fire could definitely be a fire sign individual, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, but it doesn't have to be. But winter, this is a winter energy here. Winter fire sign is Sagittarius. It already came through the reading, so that could be significant. But there's definitely this passion, this courage, this spark, this energy, this feminine is what I'm seeing here in the reading. That something's on hold, though. The winter time means something is on hold. Now, winter could be specific for your connection, as in it started in the winter, it ended in the winter. There could be a reconciling in the winter. But there's definitely an energy here where she's still holding the passion of this connection, even though it ended, even though it's been put on ice or on hold, or even though maybe the masculine right now might be cold and distant from her. She still has courage. She still has strength. She still has this spark. She still has this passion for life. She's still connected to her twin flame connection and her twin flame journey in a very passionate way, even though right now it might be very unclear of what's going to happen. That's what I'm seeing here. We have commitment. We have, okay, somebody is, this is not an accident. Somebody's hiding a commitment. Okay, it could be you, the person watching this video. It could be your twin flame who you're watching the video for. It could be a little bit of both. But there's some kind of Lady of Secrets energy here. It's struggle and it's a manipulation. Okay, maybe somebody's being manipulated. Maybe somebody is struggling. They don't mean to be manipulative, but that's exactly what's happening here. But somebody's definitely struggling. There could be two females in a situation. It could be that this feminine is full of secrets, full of trickery. That might not be the case, but there's definitely something that's being hidden, and it could be a commitment. But this dishonesty, this trickery, this secretive, masked energy, this dishonest energy is definitely affecting a commitment. It's definitely affecting this twin flame connection. It's definitely causing a lot of struggles on this journey to be together because of all of this energy. Definitely. And we have to see destruction. So something is destroying the connection right now. And we have, oh my God, High Priestess is another card of hidden things. Moon energy, Pisces, Cancer keeps coming up. So that could be significant for some of you watching the video, but the High Priestess is the unknown. You have to rely on your intuition at this point. You can't really go with face value. You can't take things at face value with what's happening right now. You can't do it. Because what you're seeing is not correct. What you're seeing is a part of the struggle. It's a part of... I'm just getting here, it's a part of a lesson. It's like, and I really feel it's more feminine energy because the High Priestess is feminine. The lady, the queen, and the lady. We have two ladies, the queen, and the High Priestess. To me, this is feminine energy. I really feel like there's a huge lesson for the feminine at hand. That doesn't mean that it doesn't include the masculine. But I feel like if you're a feminine watching this video, this is a huge indicator for you not to take things at face value. Meaning that there's a lot right now that is unknown. It's a mystery. It's a mystery that's supposed to unfold. You're not supposed to have all the answers right now when it comes to your twin flame connection or your twin flame journey and how it's going to go. You might try and try and try, but guess what? What I'm getting here is that the more that you push to know, the more that you try to, rack your brain to figure it out or investigate to figure out details, actually that's just destructive behavior at this point. You've got to trust. You've got to be in an all-knowing energy. The High Priestess is somebody that doesn't need to really search for answers. The answers are from within. She doesn't have to go, and this is just an example, she doesn't have to go from reader to reader to figure out what's going on in her connection. You want to know why? Because intuitively she just knows. And she's in that energy. She's very comfortable being in an all-knowing energy. She doesn't need to rely on anybody to tell her anything that she already knows. So feminines, it's about trusting your intuition about your connection. Try not to go outside of yourself for answers. You already have the answers. They're already within you. Because going outside of what you already know to be true for you could be destructive on your twin flame journey. You know, and the thing is, that even goes for me as well. You know, if there's certain readings that people have gotten from me, maybe there's some sort of energy that came through a reading, maybe you took it a certain way and it really caused you to go into a negative spot within yourself, and it really just was very destructive for you. You know, so it might be a good idea not to get readings at this time, or not to tune into general readings on YouTube, whatever it might be. Trust your own intuition at the end of the day. Only you know. Okay, I just have to straighten that out. Only you know. So that's coming up for the feminines right now. Try not to go outside of yourself for answers. You already have the answers within. And it's better to be withdrawn at this time rather than going out and speaking or it's better to keep things to yourself. It's almost like what I'm getting here is to not share your experiences or your thoughts or your feelings with too many people. Keep it to yourself. And that includes keeping it from your masculine as well. It's not about you masking or hiding your feelings for your masculine, especially if you guys have an opportunity to have a conversation, but it is about keeping certain things to yourself. You're better off keeping certain things to yourself. Why? Because sometimes people with your very sacred secrets could perhaps manipulate and create more struggles for you. You know, I had that happen to me one time before when it came to, you know, what I already knew to be true. I'm not going to be specific here, but I had somebody manipulate me with their just total bullshit, if you want my honest opinion. And it really, really caused me a lot of confusion and a lot of struggle. I struggled for a few months after, you know, that particular situation with information I was given from somebody who I thought could help me, and they just couldn't. And maybe some people feel that same way about me as well, and that is okay. We each, you know, their own. Everybody is going to find their tribe. Everybody is going to find the people that they connect with and resonate with on a soul level. You know, just be more discerning is my point. Be more discerning and careful with who you are trusting your connection with and your energy of your twin flame connection with. So this is a message for the feminine, okay? But it's also a message perhaps about the masculine, which is there's a lot being hidden from you right now. So really kind of try to withdraw and look at things from a higher perspective. I feel like we need more information though. I just do. Because that was just a little specific on a lot of deception. Now we have divine timing. We have the truth is going to be revealed in divine time. The Justice card already came through for the masculine, Libra energy. But the truth is revealed eventually. The truth comes out. Karma is dealt. Certain cycles conclude. So it's only a matter of time before this truth comes out. It's only a matter of time before this mystery is solved. So it's about letting go in the meantime. It's about not racking your brain and struggling too much on this journey to figure it all out. You're not meant to figure it all out right now, so stop trying, is what I'm being told. So we're going to stop there because I feel like that is enough information on what's happening on your twin flame journey right now. Everything is going to conclude. Everything is going to unfold naturally. So just try to let go in the meantime. Don't struggle so much, feminines. And I'm only saying this to you if you're watching this video is because you did get the Ten of Swords twice and you did get that Ten of Wands. So I definitely feel like there's something that you do need to let go of. You need to let go of the struggle and the pain in the meantime. You don't have to hold so much or hold so tightly onto that because karma is being worked out right now. And we did see it for the masculine. It is being worked out right now. So try not to worry so much, okay? All right, so now let's go into the next portion. Let's go into the biggest fears and blocks. So I'm going to go into the masculine and the feminine for this. We're going to go into the twin flame shadows that I created, and we're going to combine it with the Tarot of the Vampyres. What is the biggest fear and blockage the masculine and the feminine hold at this time? What is the masculine's biggest block or challenge right now? We have uncomfortable, feeling uncomfortable. When we have the Queen of Pentacles, interesting. So the Queen of Pentacles is an earth energy. This energy here, this is like a stable partner. The Queen of Pentacles to me is like an empress. She's the ultimate divine feminine, somebody who's very, very secure within their own energy. They're able to take care of themselves. They don't necessarily need somebody, you know, but they're a person that could be a really good partner, nurturing partner, take care of things, certain things like that. But we have uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable with this type of an energy. I'm uncomfortable with somebody that's good for me. I'm uncomfortable with somebody that could be there for me, that would be really good for me. So the masculine is still kind of blocking a positive energy that he knows that the feminine possesses. He still has work to do. He still has lessons to clear until he is ready for his divine feminine. That's what I'm seeing here. What about the feminine? What's her biggest block? We have cowardly, okay? And we have the Three of Grails, Three of Cups. Okay, so what I'm picking up on here for some of you watching this, that Three of Cups energy, you could see your masculine right now just dating or just being very careless right now, and you're looking at that energy as just he's a coward. So this is the thing, feminines, this is not uplifting your masculine. Even if your masculine is in this energy, you've got to hold him up in that higher light. You've got to hold him up in higher vibration. So if you're judging your masculine for how he's acting right now, you really need to throw some unconditional love his way. Really see that he is doing the best that he can. Now, of course, if he's hurting you or lying to you and deceiving you or going back and forth between you and another person, you might need to pull away from that energy. So no one's keeping you in that situation except for yourself. So you do have to pull away from that energy. And it might be that your biggest fear right now is that you're afraid to lose him. You're afraid to lose him to another person, or you're afraid to, if you pull away, that you're somehow going to lose this connection. And that right there could be just that cowardly energy coming from you. But whatever this energy is, being afraid, okay, staying attached to situations that actually aren't in alignment with your integrity, we need to pull out of that kind of energy. We need to pull out of judging, or we need to pull out of that kind of energy entirely. We need to be afraid. We need to not be afraid. I don't even know why I said that. It's almost like we need to be afraid if the masculine is in that kind of energy, that it's not for us, that we shouldn't be participating in it. But what I'm saying here is that we should not be afraid that if there is a third party or if there's somebody else that your masculine is with at this time, don't allow that situation, that connection to take away from what you know you and your masculine have. Don't allow that smoke and mirrors and the illusions of other people or your masculine being involved elsewhere. Don't allow this to make you and cower down and be afraid that somehow you're not important or somehow you're not good enough. Don't allow that to do a number on your brain. So really try to pull away from social media or try to pull away from seeing your masculine in this light, because it's not helping. It's not doing you any positive, it's not doing you any kind of good service in order to expose yourself to seeing your masculine in that energy. So pull away from your need to know, pull away from your need to get caught up in third-party situations entirely. So that's what we're getting for this, for the blockages. Now let's go ahead and move forward into some other energies. We are going to take a look here at the most important thing that Spirit wants you to know and understand right now. This right here is the Tarot from the Hidden Realms. What is the most important thing that Spirit wants you to know and understand about your connection? What is the most important thing that Spirit wants you to know and understand about your connection? So we're going to go ahead and grab this card here. Two more. Okay, I love this. I really love this. Immediately what I'm getting from this, the most important thing that Spirit wants you to know, the Page of Wands is an energy here of exploring, okay? Exploring, learning, understanding the world from your own experiences and perspectives, just going out and experiencing life. Six of Pentacles is exchange between two people, what you give, what you get back. It's just the give and take energy. And then we have the Magician. The Magician is ruled by Mercury. Mercury can be Virgo or Gemini, which has already come up in this reading, but this is an energy of people gaining the tools that they need. And the only way that we can gain tools and grow and learn is by experiencing. So the most important thing that Spirit wants you to know and understand, the person watching this video, is that this is either what your person needs to do or this is what you need to do, or both. Meaning that we can't really grow and prosper and learn lessons and attain wisdom and understand if we are pulling ourselves or holding ourselves back from experiencing life. So if you're just waiting on your twin flame to return so you can start living, that's not the thing to do. You need to start living now. You need to start living in the present moment. You don't want to stay stuck in the past or in the projected future. You want to definitely enjoy yourself now. You want to continue to learn and grow when it comes to when it comes to other people and situations. So don't hold yourself back on account of this connection. Don't do it. You're only hurting yourself when you do that. You're only stunting your own growth when you do that as well. Now, that doesn't mean you have to go off and be, sexual or romantic with anybody. I'm just saying you need to get out and just live. That's what I'm seeing here. And the littlest, see, appreciate that. This is exactly what I was tapping into. Appreciate the beauty and value of the exquisite and small, meaning that there's so much more out there than just this twin flame connection. This is only a portion of your life. It's not the entire thing. So you've got to appreciate small things. You've got to appreciate the little things in life. So you might be missing out on all of the other things that life has to offer because you're waiting on your twin flame to return, or you're only focused on this connection. It's the only thing that matters to you in this life. You're only doing yourself a disservice. You're missing out on the little things is what I'm seeing here. You're missing out on the little things in life if you're only focused on this particular connection. So we're going to tap into, this right here was the Faerie Oracle. No, Wild Wisdom of the Faerie Oracle. And this one is Notes from the Universe on Love and Connection. So what's something else that the most important thing that Spirit wants you to know and understand at this time? Give yourself much more credit. Okay? Give yourself more credit. So again, give yourself. Do something for you. Do something that's going to actually give you credit in life. Credit is value. So you've got to do things. You've got to continue. And interesting, it says value here. Value the exquisite and small. Don't hold yourself back from exploring. Don't hold yourself back from people that want to exchange energy with you. This is actually going to help you to gain more tools and understanding. It's actually just going to create more value for yourself later on. So don't hold yourself back from living. Don't hold yourself back from other people that want to explore this life with you and have new adventures with you. Because what I'm seeing here is that this is exactly what's going to take for your twin flame to also gain wisdom and gain credit and value. Just both people need value and credit in order to continue on and to ascend and to prosper and grow and evolve. So don't hold yourself back if that's what you're doing. So for some reason, that's the most important thing Spirit wanted you to know and understand in this reading today. So we're going to end the reading here with future energies and signs. Future energies and signs. What are some possible future energies of this connection and signs that might pop up for us to pay attention to? This right here, again, is the Twin Flame Journey Tarot. We're going to grab 5 cards, and I'm also going to grab some others. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Libra card again. Justice has come up many, many times in this reading. And we have the Devil's energy coming through. So signs that I see here. So the Queen of Cups is Cancer again. We have the Justice is Libra again. And we have the Devil, which is Capricorn. Which Capricorn already did come through with Saturn's energy. So this is the thing. I definitely see healing here. I see a soul contract. That's what it says. Soul contract. So in the future, we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups to me is the feminine in this reading. intuitive and sensitive. We already got the High Priestess. She needs to go within. She needs to honor her intuition. She also just needs to love herself. Look at that woman. She is hugging herself. She needs to love herself more. Instead of giving so much perhaps to this connection, this soul contract, right now it might be that the masculine is in a missed opportunity. He's missing out on this opportunity right now, but it's an opportunity. It doesn't mean anything is fixed. It doesn't mean that it will never happen or that it has to happen. It's just an opportunity. This soul contract is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to heal. Six of Swords energy, tranquility ahead if we choose it. Or we can stay stuck and obsess about this connection. The choice is ours. We can stay tied to it in an obsessive way. We can stay tied to it and addicted to it and need to have it. Or we can choose to disconnect from the energy. Doesn't mean you're forgetting it or leaving it behind. It just means that you're choosing to go ahead in tranquil energy. Because if somebody is not ready for this connection or this contract, it's just a missed opportunity on their part. But you love yourself enough to keep trucking forward, to keep moving ahead. There's nothing wrong with that. You can choose yourself in this twin flame connection. There's nothing wrong with choosing yourself and moving ahead with tranquil energy. You can still hold love and light and space for your twin flame, but you're not expecting anything. You're not holding on to it obsessively. You can if you want, but that's a choice. It will determine whether or not your future is going to be tranquil or full of stuck, just obsessive energy, toxic energy. That's the devil, toxic energy. We have 333. Trinity, mind, body, and soul. You are in the zone. Express your authentic self. So this is the thing, 3 is about collaborating, coming together with other people, things coming together, getting everything in balanced, mind, body, and soul, the Holy Trinity, So this is the energy here of being really balanced, being balanced in all of these different sets, mind, body, soul. Being completely in the zone. And when you're in the zone, you're in your authentic energy. And when you're in that authentic energy, everything that is meant for you is going to come to you. So what I'm seeing here is that if you guys are seeing 3s, it could just be reminding you of just getting in the zone, taking care of yourself, being authentic to who you truly are. If other people can't be authentic right now or can't get in touch with how they really feel, you're not really going to wait around for them to figure it out. You're still going to do you. You're still going to take care of you. So to me, that's really beautiful. This was from my Signs from Spirit Love Oracle. And the last message is going to come from All Things Intuitive, Messages of Love Oracle cards. What is this last message of love that Spirit wants to give for us for the future? All right, so now that we have 333, to me that also means that the masculine is also working on his mind, body, and soul and getting nice and balanced for the future. So right now it's just a missed opportunity, but that's okay. Good things take time. And we have stability. See, this relationship can stand the test of time. Look at this. It's just going to take time. So it's a stable foundation, meaning that there's an existing connection of a twin flame connection here. But it's going to take time. It's going to take time for people to get balanced and get in the zone with themselves. And when they get in the zone with themselves, they're going to be able to express how they authentically feel. We can see right now that somebody is afraid, that people are hiding how they truly feel. And it's definitely, for sure, the masculine is in that energy, but it can even affect the feminine. And now the feminine is shutting down. Now the feminine is feeling like she wants to hide or cower down or feels afraid now. There's a mirroring aspect going on here. But what I'm getting, Divine Feminines, if you're watching this video and resonating with the messages, you don't have to stay stuck with your masculine. You can break through this energy and you can live a more authentic life. And maybe your masculine at a later time will catch up with you and express how he authentically feels. So let's just see what that might look like. I know I said that was the end of the reading, but let's just see what that might look like just for fun, how he might authentically express himself. Let's see. Let's go ahead and tap into these cards one more time. How he might authentically express himself in the future to you. What he might say. What your divine masculine or the divine masculine may say in the future when it comes to all this hiding. I text and then erase. Interesting. So this is somebody who has thought about making contact with you, but then they stopped themselves. So they might tell you how many times they thought about reaching out, but didn't. Spirit is working on me to be at my best for you. Wow. So they might be telling you here that I have worked on myself because I wanted to be the best. That's another confirmation that this person is not trying to rush back into your life. They're wanting to take their time. They don't want to prematurely try to come together, and purposely putting myself in stagnant situations because I'm not ready. There you go. So they're going to tell you that they purposely stayed stuck. They purposely stayed with other people because it was safe, it was easy, because they just could not come forward towards you because, again, they weren't ready, they were scared, etc. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that reading. Thank you so much for choosing to watch it. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.